Hey, Big Slim. What's up, man? You going up to CatCon end of the week? Hey, Steve Love. Yeah, and I didn't. Oh, about to go to bed. All right, man. Well, good of you to stop by. Ain't nothing going on down here. I just thought maybe, heck no, me neither. Too far from me. I'd like to go meet some folks, but too old to be driving off halfway across the country. Long ways. Yeah, if I was rich, I'd just get in my airplane and fly up there. But hey, Jody, what's up, Jody? Jody, did y'all ever catch a fish Friday night, Jody? I watched a good bit of it. Nah, no, you're not gonna make it, Steve. That's an airplane trip there. Yep, that's an airplane trip. Yeah, I don't know. I watched a bunch of it, but there's the link up there if anybody wants to jump up here and talk. Yeah, well, it's fixing to get spring, I guess. Hey, Alvin, because my Purple Martins showed up. What's the day? Wednesday? They showed up Monday. Yeah, the Purple Martin showed up Monday, so it won't be long now. They've been in South Louisiana down on the coast for about a month now. And mine are usually not that far behind my buddy down in Abbeville, Louisiana. But mine are usually not that far behind his, but they are this time. But I've been watching for them every day, and I got out of my truck. I've been trying to remember where I went. I guess they showed up. I can't remember if they showed up Monday. No, they showed up yesterday. I got out of my truck and to go in the house about it was about 4:00, 3:30, and I heard them chirping. And I looked up and there was two of them up there. two males, two big old pretty males, and they went over and landed on the boxes, and then it started raining before dark here this afternoon, and I went out on the carport and looked, and they was sitting under the eave of the little bird house out of the rain. So I guess that's the scouts are here, and the rest of them will be on in shortly. Kind of interesting fooling with those purple martins. They can make some noise. Good gracious, they loud. And they just, my colony, I've got 18, 19, 22 nests. Yeah, I got 22 nests, and heck no. No, wait a minute now. 2, 3, 6, 12, 24. I got 28 nests. And some years I'll have 18 pair, and some years I'll have 8 pair. It's kind of funny how I guess something happens to them some years. Some of them must die or something. The eagles get them or something. I don't know, or they fall out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico and drown or something. But my colony varies from year to year. But heck, I've had them back here I might have had them 20 years, close to 20 years. And the first time I put up any houses, I got birds the first year. And I've had them ever since. So, like I said, some years there's a whole pile of them, and some years not so many. But one thing that's hurting them is these since 08, we started getting those buffalo gnats, and some years they're worse than others, but they kill the baby martins in the nest. They suck all the blood out of them and they kill them. And there ain't nothing we can do about it. They just, so if you got 10 nests, I guess you'd probably be lucky to get, that'd be 20 to 30 babies. I guess you'd probably be lucky to get 5 or 6 babies out of that bunch that the gnats don't eat up, if it's a bad year for the gnats. And it seems like every year is bad. I don't know. Always something. Always something. Well, Jody, you want to come up and tell me about how to catch catfish? Or anybody else for that matter. I found a recipe I love with them fermented tomatoes. Pretty good stuff. Of course, that sauerkraut, my daughter-in-law down in Jackson, I went down there about 2 weeks ago and made her half a gallon. And I like my sauerkraut sour, a little bit sour. I usually don't bother until about at least 10 or 12 days, 10, 11 days. And I start taste testing it at 5 or 6 days, usually 5 days. And Kay and my daughter-in-law, That's as long as they let it ferment. They got it. They liked it right then. Hey, Peach, and they took it. She, my daughter-in-law took hers out and put it in the refrigerator. And of course, Kay, when she taste tested hers, she said, "Ooh, I like that." And the heck, I don't know what. I hadn't tasted either one of theirs, so I don't know what they eating, but it's fermented. Hey, Terry, I checked the pH on it. I checked the pH pretty regular. Hey, Chris Everett, and after about 3 or 4 days, the pH is down to below 4, so it's fermented. It's just a matter of how much flavor it's going to take on. Hey, Jody,
Hattie.
how much flavor it's going to take on after that. But they like it real early, so it's their belly, their taste buds. Talking about that sauerkraut, Jody.
I don't like sauerkraut. I have to rinse it off.
You don't like it?
I have to rinse it off so it ain't so sour.
You have to what?
Rinse it off so it ain't so sour.
Well, you don't. You talking about you have you made it?
I grow it and other people can it and make it and then I heat it up, but I usually rinse it off 2 or 3 times so it ain't so sour.
You heat it up.
I know, but I rinse it off so I get that vinegar off of it. And I mostly eat the hot dogs out of it.
Oh no! Fermented sauerkraut don't have no vinegar in it.
But it's sour, and you can rinse it off and get a lot of that sour off of it.
Hey, David. Yeah, the Cleveland whiskey. Well, I don't necessarily like the sour, David. I like the. I don't know what it is. I like. No, Jody, are they fermenting this cabbage or are they pressure cooking it?
Pressure cooking it.
No, it's two entirely different things.
Oh,
They don't even taste. It's like a red car and a green car. It's two completely different things.
I'll take the red car.
But all that pressure cooking, see, all you doing is just eating something because you cooked all of the. There's no benefit other than calories and in that kind of stuff. But fermented stuff is what's so healthy and so good for you.
Yeah. I buy it in the can and in the freezer frozen section at Walmart too. Mm.
Well, I tell you, no, that's none of that's fermented.
And sometimes they do like a hot bath too instead of pressure cooking it.
Yeah, well, see, that kills
Bacteria.
all the good stuff
Yeah.
that you really need in your body when you hot bath it. Even this fermented cabbage, if you took it and heated it up,
Yeah.
put it on a sandwich or something, you killed all of
Ew.
the probiotics that's in it.
I don't need probiotics.
You don't.
No.
Everybody needs probiotics. Man, that's what's good for you. You ought to read up on it, Jody.
I ain't got no problem in that department.
No, this ain't nothing to do with that department. This is just the probiotics is beneficial to everything. Good heart health, kidneys, liver, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one bite, you can buy probiotic tablets. Hey,
Yeah.
Rob, one bite, one forkful of sauerkraut is equal to the probiotics in a 300 pill bottle of them pills. One bite.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you ain't got to eat but one bite. And if you like me, I eat it by the bowl. When I
Okay. One bite's not that bad. I'll send you some Jello. You take one bite.
trade you some trade you some 1 minute sauerkraut for no, you keep the but the tomatoes are delicious too, man. I carried my daughter-in-law. She wanted a half gallon of tomatoes. I carried them down there Monday, and I got one. She got one out and took a knife and sliced a pea
Mm-hmm.
and chewed it up. And she said, "Hey, Jersey," said, "this jar ain't gonna last long." Oh, Lord, girl, you're gonna have to learn how to do this. I can't be doing it for two families. Much of it is I eat.
David wants to know if I know how to make poke salad.
Poke salad. Yeah.
I'll pick it and give it to people.
Hey, Brian B.
Buddy.
Are you at home or in Louisville?
Man, we just reached down in Kentucky.
You're in Louisville.
Look, got the whole crew.
There they are. Look at yonder.
Howdy, everybody.
I'm just trying to see who all that is. Is that Buckley that just went through there?
We got Chris right here. What's going on, y'all? What's happening?
Hey, man.
Hey, Chris.
Y'all got it going on.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, golly. That's the whole bunch.
Got Ernie the Booger Butcher. Hello, guys.
Hey.
I mean, Ernie. Yeah.
Hands is in the bathroom. He got diarrhea right now.
Oh, Lord. Too much information. Too much information. Well, look here. The thing don't start till Friday. What in the world? Y'all partying down, ain't you?
Huh?
I said the thing don't start till Friday. Y'all partying down, ain't you?
Hey, that's the only way to do it.
There you go.
We got that about an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
We located our room, got everything situated. We about to find something to eat. And it ain't nothing open.
Oh, man.
Hey, sometimes Crystals and Taco Bell is.
I wish I had some of Jody's Jello.
Now.
I'm bringing you some.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
Well, look here. Where y'all? What? That ain't no motel. What are y'all staying in?
What we doing? I got mine right here. Hey, give me that gun.
I think they got an Airbnb. The house.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That don't look like a motel.
I just take a shot. Let's go, fellas.
There you go.
Let's make it happen. Let's do what it is. Let's do it.
Y'all gonna take advantage of Has now.
We gonna have a station. We live. They gonna ask.
Yeah, I said don't take advantage of him, Brian B. Hey, Has.
See?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Y'all got a nice place that looks like.
What's that? I'm Look at him. Look at him. I thought it's on. I've never.
You breaking up, Brian B.
Breaking up.
Now I can hear you that good there now. Y'all sound like y'all was saying about every other word there for a minute.
So we got it too loud in here.
Yeah, I think that may be. Yeah, I heard you good then. Hey, Brian B., how far are y'all from the convention center? I mean, where the thing is?
We'll be 2 miles from the convention center. 2 miles.
Yeah, y'all got. You gonna jog? You gonna jog that every morning, ain't you?
Jog that, come back.
Yeah, just jog down there.
So bigger than everything.
Good segue down there.
Ah,
I ordered some food and laid it all out on a plate.
couldn't understand.
Not a chef. Chef.
What?
Personal
I,
chef. He do that for the president. He do that for the president.
He'd be there for the president. All I know is what he's saying.
I can't tell what he's saying.
I think he said he eat too much cheese.
Ate too much cheese.
He eats so much cheese he craps out Cheetos.
Oh man.
You know what?
Uh, it's like watching what do you call it? One of them old, what's them early movies that didn't have no words with them?
Silent.
Silent movies.
Yeah.
He's talking, but he ain't saying nothing.
I'm gonna
What
jump
kind
out. It ain't. It's lagging. I'm gonna jump out.
what kind of damn hat that you got on your head?
Come back. I'll just connect to the.
What did he say?
He was breaking up. I don't know what he was saying.
You sound like you sick, Jody.
I am. I just got out of the shower. Took a hot shower trying to break up some congestion in my head.
Have you got fever?
No. What happened was when I go fishing, my nose runs. So I took some Claritin to try
Yeah.
to dry it up.
Yeah.
When I did that, it stopped me up. And now my head's just stopped up with it.
Okay.
And I can't get over it. I've took like 6 showers today. Hot showers.
I guess that's a good remedy.
Well, the steam, breaks it up. But if I get any sicker, I can't go to CatCon.
Okay, he said lag and I pop up.
Yeah.
You get back and connect to Wi-Fi.
I had just washed my face. I had one of them green Shrek masks on.
Oh Lord.
I'm glad I'd washed my face before I hit the camera button.
Yeah, you hit the camera button. I didn't even know who it was.
I'm that close to the phone.
You had your hair up now and it wasn't
Yeah.
hanging, wasn't down like it normally is.
Because I had that mask on my face.
Oh.
I look like Shrek, green.
Yeah. Yeah, they gonna have them a time between now and
Oh, yeah. They're going to party hardy.
time before the thing don't start till Friday, does it?
Well, they got to go set up the booth tomorrow.
What booth?
Well, they got Triple City Angler and the Catfish Clothing booth.
Oh, okay. They got 2 booths to set. Okay, I got you.
They got to go get all their merch set out.
I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Mike. Well, did you figure out what you gonna do with your stuff?
I sold part of it today
Oh yeah, who'd you sell it to?
for Shizzle and then Bob and then one of my neighbors.
Bob, Bobcat.
Yeah, I was going to sell my net and get one that wasn't so heavy.
Yeah.
And he was going to bring me some stickers to CatCon. He said he would just trade me the stickers for the net, so I took the deal.
Oh, some new stickers for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's been
what
the
about-
same amount of money, so I just thought, well, that'd be easier.
Yeah. With Troy, Real and virtual, heck, he probably wants them 888s if you want.
I've got them laid back for him. I ain't talked to him, but I heard him say it, so I laid them back.
Yeah, he'll get them. How many
Yeah.
of those you got?
Just two.
That'd be just right for him.
I had 4 or 5 of them. I think I give my daughter a couple, and then I give Alicia one. And I think I mailed John Parker's wife one time.
Yeah, yeah.
I still got too many fishing poles, but I only kept the ones that was given to me.
Sold all the rest of them.
Well, I'm going to buy 6 new Mad Cats,
I got you.
and I had to keep whatever I've got on the boat. I got to find some place to put them chunky rods because I can't keep them on the boat.
Yeah. Well, look here. How big was that fish Danny Stone caught Sunday or Saturday, whenever it was?
60-something pounds, I think.
Was it?
64 or 68, maybe.
That's a pretty good fish.
Yeah, it was. We went fishing that night because they caught fish. I got a 20 and a 30 and a 6-pounder.
Okay. Well, they fishing in the daytime, though.
I was in the daytime, too.
Oh, you were? Oh.
Yeah. And it was of the evening, but it was still daylight.
Well, is your pontoon still running okay?
It's still got some water mixing in the oil because I'm waiting on some parts. They're on back order. I'm waiting on 2 lower seals I can't get. They're ordered, but they ain't shipped them.
And that's in the lower unit?
Yeah. Everything else has been replaced. It ain't a bad leak, but we've just been watching it and putting new oil in it every 2 times we go. And then I don't go that far in it.
And it's gray when you drain it out?
Yeah. It spits a little bit of gray out, too. You can see it seeping out the side of it.
Side of the lower unit?
Yeah. Out of them vents. And then I got the tune's leaking a little bit more. Seems like it's holding more water, so I gotta get that fixed.
The one of the pontoons?
Yeah.
Well, has it got a drain plug in it?
Yeah. I take it out every time. Drain it.
Do you know where the leak is?
No. I have somebody who said they'd fix it, but he went on a 2-week vacation. I ain't talked to him since he's been back.
Well, hell, y'all be able to fix pontoon with JB well.
The back of it has got a bracket on it, and I had my transducer mounted to it, and it come loose. And it was JB Weld back, and I wondered if that's where the leak was.
Is the JB well still on there?
Looks like it.
Well, it ain't leaking then. Yeah, unless it's cracked or something.
Yeah.
You ought to be able to look at it and tell if it's cracked.
Yeah. I don't really hit or run over anything. I pretty much, know where. If I go this one spot in Kingston of a night, it gets a lot of trash in it of a night, and I have to go to it, but I go slow. And that's not going to put a hole in them.
Yeah, pulling up on a boat ramp will rub a hole in the aluminum over a period of time.
Yeah. I don't pull up on the boat ramp. James does. I pull up on the side in the water, but he pulls up on the ramp. I don't like it, but he does. Everybody's got their own way they like to do their boat,
Yeah.
But it ain't. He says it's easier, but I find it easier to go on the side with the water.
Yeah.
Because the current pushes you right into it. There's no hard way of doing it. You just got to make sure you tie off good or drag it back out.
Yeah, that's what David Smith said. If you set that pontoon in the water and ease around the sides of it and look for bubbles, that's where your leak is. Especially if you can put some air into the pontoon some sort of way.
Yeah.
It'll
He
blow,
said,
it'll
yeah.
blow bubbles just like a top car tire.
Yeah. He said he would pressure check it and put some Dawn on it and try to find it. But it's just been cold, you know.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I did drain it one day and I could hear it sloshing in the tune when I was going down the ramp.
Lord, it's taking on some water then.
I got 8 gallons of it one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just one of them leaking?
Yeah. I had a 5 gallon bucket and drained it out and filled it out and a little over half of it again.
Yeah. Well, Jody, are those pontoons? Is it one long one, or they got the compartments?
I think it's one long one, but I don't know.
Well, you would see a weld seam, I think,
I see a weld seam in it.
halfway every two. Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes they put two or three together to make them,
Yeah.
so they separate it in case one of them gets a hole in it. It won't fill up the hole.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I hit one of them poles in the drive through with it one time and
Yeah.
I dented it around the weld.
Around so it's how many welds is on each pontoon?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember there's yellow paint on it where the welds are.
Because if it's just got one plug, if it's just got one plug in the whole pontoon, then it's draining the whole pontoon.
It's just one plug.
Yeah, well, it's not separated then.
It used to have plastic plugs in it, and then I bought some brass ones.
Are they in the back end?
Yeah, and I even put some of that plumber's tape around them. Thought that maybe they was leaking, but it wasn't.
You got brass bolted into aluminum?
Yeah, the last time I went, as soon as I got out of the water, we took the plug out, and there wasn't no water in it. So I don't understand it. How sometimes it's got water in it, and sometimes it don't.
I don't know unless you didn't have it loaded as heavy or something, and the hole is up high.
Oh, I see. I did take a lot of stuff off of it that trip. I didn't hardly have anything on the boat.
Well, I see the hole may be up high.
Yeah.
And
True.
by it being up high, and when lightning it floated higher out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, David said the same thing. The hole must be up high.
That's interesting. I didn't think of that.
Did you take a lot of weight off, or just a lot of stuff?
I had a lot of stuff on it. I was sorting through, going through, and get rid of it because I'm only going to keep the stuff I can keep on the boat. I'm not going to store nothing.
Yeah.
So I was just brought everything and put it on the boat and went through it, and then I took it off. I had just taken it off. Sometimes, like, I'll have 2 or 3 propane tanks on it. I only had 1 propane tank that day. I didn't have a cooler on it that day.
Didn't have what?
I didn't have a cooler or nothing on it that day. It didn't leak.
Okay, well, I bet the hole's up high. Look, Robin C. had a tree fall on her high.
Really?
From all that ice up there they getting.
Wow.
Hey, Jeremy, Grandpappy Steve. How about that?
There's Jeremy's babysitting services. Yeah, James has got an air compressor.
Yeah, you David, before you got to be careful with air, and especially if it's got some water in it. Well, it ain't gonna have that much water. You got to be careful unless you know what you're doing, and you blow that whole thing up. Hey, BS.
That sounds terrible. I need some hot cocoa. I'm out.
What are you doing, Joe?
Nothing.
What
I was
sound?
looking. I was looking at chat.
No, you sound like you pressing car tires or something in there.
Maybe I'm breathing heavy and I don't realize it.
That wasn't no breathing heavy. That is.
No, I'm being still.
I don't know, some kind of funny little noise. Yeah, Robin C done had a tree fall. Oh man, don't tell me to drop that on the floor and it done rolled under the bed. Lucky gonna swing at me while I'm down here.
It sounded like a Keurig. Nah, I'm laying on the bed.
Huh?
I'm laying on the bed.
Uh,
I
so
ain't even moving around or anything. I can't, but my boat's down James's and I'm going to try and work tomorrow. I didn't even work today.
that's what I thought too, Robin C. Sound like a coffee maker or something.
Hmm.
Boy, that's the life of Riley right there now. Let me put him up here where you can see him.
Yeah, I know that. Look at him.
His eyes barely got his eyes open.
You kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh, yeah.
Yawning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's something else.
Uh-huh.
He look, got he's where he can see me tonight. He usually don't. He usually turns away from me. No, David, not now. I ain't got. Yeah, well, I could because I got a napkin laying here. I could go on and pet him. I got something to wipe the blood with. I know, but I don't know
Surely you're
what.
quicker than that.
Huh?
Surely you're quicker than that. Your reflexes.
Oh,
You're faster than
sometimes,
that cat.
sometimes, but he'll miss me sometimes. Sometimes he just gets me. Yeah, he got hairballs right now, and I can't get. I give him medicine for it, but I can't get rid of this one.
Yeah.
He's always grooming now. He does that all the time, and that's what it get that hair goes and then makes it, and it messes them up. He throws them, but all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And that other cat don't never get one.
Really?
No. But she goes and comes outside some too, so I think she gets something outside that they need.
I bet she eats that sauerkraut.
No, they won't eat sauerkraut. No, they won't eat it. Yeah, shoot. Hmm. Yeah, weather. I imagine, of course, this rain shut them down, but if it hadn't rained, there's going to be some planting going on around here this week.
Yeah. The Easter flowers has already bloomed out.
Yeah, they'd put some corn in the ground, but this rain probably. I don't imagine they started. They may have been a little bit planted here and there.
I won't have a garden this year.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about farmers.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to plant any corn either in my garden.
I can buy it as cheap as I can grow it. I usually get it $4 a dozen.
Yeah, you can. I don't know though. I bought seeds. I bought seeds 3 years ago, 2 years ago, don't know. No. Last year was the third year on the sea, and every one of them came up. And I carried them a little bit later. I carried them up to my son up in Arkansas, and he planted 30 seeds, 40 seeds, and every one of them came up. And so the seeds that, that he had bought, he put in the freezer.
Yeah.
And that's what he'll plant this year. But that sack of seed lasted 3 years.
Hmm.
And I mean, it wasn't a sack, but it was for a small garden.
Yeah.
And I don't know, a little bit of fertilizer, a little bit of poison here and there. But see, the problem is the coon get all mine before I can get it.
Mm-hmm.
See, coons eat it 3 days before we eat it,
Yeah.
and they wipe it out.
Yep. We got deers and wild hogs that you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, BS. Do you keep your seed in the freezer? BS? That's where I keep all my seeds in the freezer. And yeah, I know I eat the coon. I've caught a bunch of them in live traps and carry them over yonder and turn them loose in the big wood. But I can't catch them all. The daggone coon.
I've not talked to Bacon Jim in a while. Probably been a couple months since I talked to him. He's had surgery on his arms and stuff.
Who is that?
You remember Jim who used to fish on the show? We call him Bacon Jim for
Yeah,
using bacon.
Yeah.
But Luther was in chat the other night. Do you remember him? Cowboy.
Oh yeah, but he okay. I asked Jim about him several months ago, but I hadn't seen Jim around.
Yeah. I message him every once in a while through Messenger. But I've been wondering about Luther, what happened to him, and then he popped up in chat and said, I can't remember if he said he got his knees fixed, but he'd be fishing some this year.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But Jim had an operation on his arms or hands or something.
Yeah. Then he started a new job, and I don't think he could fish for a while.
Okay. Well, I sure hadn't seen him. Blue Line Adventures.
Yep.
Yeah, Blue Line.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgot about it. I hadn't seen him in quite a while. I don't know. It's probably ought to be fishing some now. It seems like they're catching some fish out there on the river.
Yeah, it seemed like they're catching them every day.
And week 4 last, they caught Jerry Parker and Richard caught 2 big, pretty good fish. Richard caught that 88 pound.
I think so. And Creole got a 50 something not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
That 20 and 30 was the biggest fish I've caught all year. That just made me 11 for the year.
Yeah. Well, those are good fish. It's fun to catch for sure.
Yeah. I had just fallen asleep when I cast my lines out and went straight to sleep. And James was like, "Why's your line under the boat?" And I'm like, "Because there's a fish on it if it's under the boat."
Oh man.
Got up and reeled it in. It's a 30-pounder.
Hey, Stephen Carter. Huh.
He's getting a fancy new boat.
What's he getting,
Hughes Craft.
Huge craft.
It looks like a pickup truck on water to me. It's got a big middle cab.
Yeah.
And then the back of it's open like a pickup truck. Is what it looks to me like going on the water. It's made for big waves and everything.
In wintertime.
Yep. He can fish year round in it.
That'll be nice. And There's no boy down in Vicksburg, Mississippi that's got one like that. I don't even know the guy,
Mm-hmm.
but I've seen him. I've seen him out there a bunch because I used to go to Vicksburg and fish quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I've seen him, and he's got one of those magnetic curtains
Mm-hmm.
on the back end of it.
Yeah.
And you come by and he got his rod holders out there, around the gunnel up high.
Yeah.
And you come by and you won't see nobody. He's up in there with that heater running.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
His seats make a bed across the on the end of it where he can sleep. He's got 3 dogs he's wanting to take with them. So he'll be able to take his dogs fishing with them now.
Oh, Lord.
He thinks he wants to take them fishing. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to take him to the bathroom all the time.
Mike Costello, no, he disappeared too. That boy that was fishing with Laura,
Yeah.
hadn't seen him.
A lot of people don't fish in the cold.
Well, but I'm talking about even on chat or nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy said to tell Brian fishing no trap games behind the building, CatCon building. No, don't shoot a dice. Oh boy. Rolling them bones. Rolling the bones. Ooh, I used to love to shoot dice.
I never did that. I would flip money on a crack in the floor and see who got the closest to it.
Mm-hmm.
I never shot dice.
Well, it's a habit forming. It can cost you a lot of money. And tight as I am, I didn't have no trouble quitting. Oh man.
We would do it at work on breaks. Flip money on the cracks in the warehouse. And I'd beat this boy all the time. Then he'd have to borrow money back off me for gas.
Oh, you talking about pitching to the line?
Yeah.
Oh, I made a lot of money doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love to pitch quarters. Man, yeah. Shot claws, but not dice. Clays. Okay. Clay pigeons. Yeah, no snake eyes. Let me see, what did Jody, when we fish against each other? There you go, Jody. Can you read chat?
Yeah.
Jeremy got something there.
Jeremy, do you have spot lock and do you have a nice sonar? Because that's unfair advantages to me because I have neither. When your little skinny tail gets out there and pitches an anchor, let me know.
Well, you got to fish against Jeremy?
He's wanting to do a tournament best out of 3. Because he's afraid I'll whoop him the first time, so he wants 2 more chances at it.
Don't be talking about quarters. Yeah. I guess it ain't too much that I ain't done a lot of. Gamble. You guys used to love to gamble. I went to a college that's famous down here for gambling.
Yeah.
And there was an all-night poker game every Well, at least 3 nights a week. And the 2 I played in was on Tuesday nights and Thursday night. And of course, I was young, you know. But ain't nothing like getting up from the poker table and going to the classroom and have to sit there and listen to the professors sit there and talk about something you didn't have no idea what they were talking about because you ain't read none of the lesson or nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But man, used to love to play cards.
Jeremy, you fishing 4 foot deep water. I'm fishing 72 foot half the time.
Hmm. I think that's fair. What are you worried about? What boat you gonna fish out of? Is that what the problem is?
He don't want me using James's boat to fish out of.
Why?
He's scared.
I don't see what difference that makes.
Because, I don't know.
Don't make no difference. What?
I fish better out of my own boat, to tell you the truth. Jeremy. We'll see come June if you've changed your mind, you're too busy to fish.
Y'all got too many damn rules.
I don't have any rules. Then you know why people make rules? Because
So
they're trying to make it where they can win.
so they can win, well sure. Yeah.
Jeremy will probably beat me. Jeremy's a pretty good fisherman. It just depends on the day.
I don't know, they put you on the bank, Joe.
I ain't fished in the bank. I can't cast far enough with my rods and reels. Well, I'm getting them new ones, so knock on wood, I'm getting new ones.
Well, you planning on doing it buying them up there at CatCon?
Yeah.
Will they have do they have specials up there?
They're usually a little bit cheaper and you don't have to pay shipping.
Yeah.
But I was hoping since I was going to buy 6, they'd knock a little bit more off.
What them rods are $100 and some a piece, ain't you?
I don't remember if it was 85 or 95.
Okay.
He's got 15% off online right now, and I think it was going to be $545 or $575 online, shipping and all.
Mm.
And then I was wanting new reels too, but I don't know. I have to wait on the reels. They glow in the dark. They're green though.
They do.
Yeah, should be able to see them good every night.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of money to spend on a fishing pole.
Yeah, but I've already sold 8 big cat fevers. I'm trading Uncle Lou. 8. There's 4. There's 4. Yeah, 8 big cat fevers. I'm trading Uncle Lou. I still got a big cat fever to sell. Then I kept a big cat fever because someone gave it to me.
Well, I got 3 that I use. So, and I don't use. I catch sometimes. If I catch 3, I end up just fishing with 2. Too much damn trouble getting up and down baiting.
I'll probably go down to 6 rods fishing. 6 is a good number.
You know, even when I was boat fishing, I never used but one rod. Sometimes I might use two.
Hmm. I got a question. I think I might have asked you already, but where you and Eric were fishing together on a screen.
Yeah,
Instead of you having to count your points separate, you count your points together.
yeah.
And
That's still gonna be zero.
I think that's the way it should be because that keeps you from winning and it keeps people from being able to fish. They're just having to sit there because you don't want to bust your points up because it makes you lose.
So yeah. Hey, Troy. So you're gonna add? Yeah. You told me that other night. You're just gonna add mine and Troy's. I mean, mine and Eric's points together.
Yeah, like if me and James was fishing on the boat, mine
Yeah,
would just be one or points together. We wouldn't be busting them up.
yeah, yeah. And it'd be a team win instead of
Yeah.
an individual win. It don't make me no difference. You know how you do it. I just Jody. The only reason I do it because it makes me get out the house and go do something.
Yeah.
See, because the places that me and Eric fish,
Yeah.
because we got signal there all the
Hmm.
time, every time, anytime. I ain't gonna catch no fish sitting there. I caught that 40 pounder there, and that's probably the only 40 pounder that ever come through there. That had to be the unluckiest fish in the water.
But you got it.
Yeah, and the rest of them is we catch 5 pounder maybe, but most of them are little 2 pounders, and most of them we don't even catch no fish
Yeah.
because there just ain't no fish there. But it just makes me get out and go do something. It cost me a lot of money to buy all that stuff to get it where I could go live and do all that. Damn,
Yeah.
all my hobbies in it cost me too much. And now, real and virtual got me driving trailer trucks.
Yeah.
And
That
then
is a new one.
now I'm $150, $200 into that hobby.
No, I won't be able to fish Friday night. But technically, yeah, I believe I'll be able to go to CatCon. Hopefully, I'll be well enough to go.
She's going to CatCon, Troy. Planning on it. She's sick right now.
I can't go coughing and blowing my nose, though. I have to get that under control.
You see what David Smith said?
Me going down to 6 rods is that cooking a perfect steak?
It ain't gonna happen.
No. I start out with 6 rods and then I like fishing all them rods. It's entertaining. Keeps you busy.
Yeah, I do, Rhea. I do, Troy. I can't do. I don't do either one very good.
But you
I
try.
had. I bought me a. I, I don't. I worry the hell out of Troy. I caught 2 or 3 times a day about that game, that truck driving game,
Mm-hmm.
and so I hired me a good-looking girl to drive one. I bought a truck. He walked me through all of it and how to do it and everything. And then when I went to hire me a driver, I hired the prettiest girl I could find.
Of course you did. You ain't
Now,
gonna hire no ugly one.
well, it was men, and I didn't even look at the men. I went through the list of finding girls. Her name is Scarlett. Yeah, I figured if she's a woman and want to be a truck driver, she probably worked pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but yeah, it's My wife, she done sent pictures of me sitting up here with them headphones on and all that to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh man, she thinks that I lost my mind.
Hmm.
But it's addictive, man. It's worth about like cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah, you know, if you if you're trying to build, it's just a game building a trucking company.
Yeah. Well, and it's cold weather. It ain't like you can get out and do anything anyway.
There you go. And I got all my vegetables out there in the utility room under heat light, under a grow light, trying to get them to grow. I done planted the tomatoes twice. I done planted the eggplants twice. But I'm trying to get all that so when May gets here,
Hmm.
I'll have something to set out. So it ain't much else you can do right now.
Nope.
And I hired a man to take care of to spray my yard and put out all my fertilizer for me. I don't have to do that walking.
Hmm.
So I ain't got a hell of a lot to do but drive a truck, go fishing, and I ain't even been meditating.
Really?
No, well, I hunt in these fields around here, and it's been so wet for so long that
Yeah.
you can't get out there in the field when it's muddy. It ain't no fun. If it's not fun, I ain't gonna do it.
That's me. If it ain't fun, I don't want to fool with it.
That's right. And that's the reason I don't. I, I got a bunch of buddies that play golf every day. I could be playing golf every day, and I used to love to play golf, but that's they want to gamble and all that, and that goes with the golf is a gambling game. So
I didn't know that. I've never played it.
yeah, well, them pros, match golf. It's illegal for them to gamble
Yeah.
during the tournament, but they match scorecards. They may be playing $10,000 a hole.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to be playing each other because they just match scorecards.
Yeah.
And if one of them beats the other in 6 holes, then yeah, that's $60,000.
Ooh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
But they bet big money.
Yeah.
Of course, that ain't advertised, but like you probably don't know any of them golfers, but Phil Mickelson,
I've heard of them.
yeah, he was a good one and still has big days sometimes. But
He
look,
does a commercial for some medicine.
there you go. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't no damn telling how many millions of dollars he bets in Las Vegas on sporting events.
Hmm.
Millions of
Yeah.
dollars. But he got millions of dollars, millions and millions and millions, and where some folks bet $100, he betting 50,000 on one game. But yeah, damn well he's out there. He's gambling.
Yeah. They've lost reality with money when you got that much.
Yeah, yeah. When you got that much money, they talking bad about me hiring that woman.
I know. You can't
Well,
help she's pretty. They should
I
be
can't help
happy.
that. It's my money. I'm the one hiring her. So there you
Exactly.
go. I went to. I had a doctor's appointment down check on my back Monday down in Jackson, and Kay and I sitting there in the little room. They finally got us back there, and I've been You heard me talk about my cancer doctor before, hadn't you? That was so
Yes.
pretty.
Yeah.
When I had cancer back in 2014, I used to have to go see her every 6 months. Oh, that woman was good looking. And but anyway, we sitting in there, and the door opens, and there's a knockout walks in there. I'm talking about plum pretty.
Mhm. Yeah.
And she introduced herself, and she's I don't know, doctor, some kind of doctor. But anyway, she was the one who was going to see me
Yeah.
because the big doctor had looked at my MRI. They had sat down together already and looked at it. And so there wasn't going to be no operating, and not at this stage. So instead of the doctor coming in there, the one that I thought I was going to see, this young lady came in there, and I don't know, we talked, heck, 30 minutes probably, 20 for sure, about the plan and what to do to try to. He came out with this deal about physical therapy, and now listen, Joey. Now you tell me, just listen to what I'm saying. My back, the first time I ever had a problem with it was back in the 80s. And I was wiping some wrenches off. I had been working on a pump on a diesel tractor, on a big tractor. I've been working on the diesel pump. And I got a little diesel on some of them. You know, that stuff stinks.
Yeah.
And I was wiping all my wrenches off and putting them back in the tool chest. And I had of course, I had a hammer. You got to have a hammer when you work on something.
Yeah.
And the hammer went in the third drawer down. Well, I put that hammer in that third drawer, and that was the last thing I had after I wiped it off. And I shut that drawer with my knee, slid it. And the next thing I know, that I'm in a pickup headed to the emergency room. I mean, it knocked me out just like you hit me in the head with that hammer.
Wow.
No wonder I didn't bust my head open on that concrete floor. In that shop, I fell on something, because all kinds of tools and drill presses and everything, vice and anvil. But I just fell out on the, and anyway, that closing a tool chest with my knee.
Yeah.
Now, when that is when my first time I ever had problems. The next thing, I had a few problems along, and then the next thing that I know caused my back to irritate and where I'm in the bed for 6-7 days is weed eating.
Mm-hmm.
Been over with that weed eating.
Yep.
All right. So I hired a man, and my neighbor has a yard service. Well, I got the man and hired him to weed eat my yard. He mows her yard, weed eats it, and weed eats mine, and they charge me $10. Been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And now they want me to go on an exercise regime through a physical therapist.
Yeah.
And these spells that I've been having with my back been coming instead of once a year, once every 2 or 3 years, to twice a year to 4 times a year, to now it's once every month or two.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I'm in the bed for at least 6 days.
Wow.
And that's popping them pain pills as fast as I can get them and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it because I get relief laying down. And then they want me to go on an exercise routine.
Mm.
I told them, no, I'm not going to do any exercise because I don't know which exercise causes my problem.
Yeah.
Because You know, did you see me when I got down to get that top out from under the bed?
No.
Just, well, that was 15, 20 minutes ago. I
Mhm.
dropped something and rolled under the bed, so I got down on my hands and knees and got it reached up under there. That could very easily set the thing off.
Yeah.
I don't ever know when it's going. Hey, Robert, I don't ever know when or what sets it off. The only two things I know that's ever set it off was closing that drawer with my knee and weed eating.
Yeah.
So
They'll figure it out when they do stretches and stuff, and well, you've probably
yeah,
been
they
through
do
therapy
stretching.
with it.
Look, that girl had me stand up, and well, I sit down. The first thing she did was took her back of her end of her ballpoint pen and rubbed behind each calf. And she said, "Now tell me if you feel this." And I said, "Yeah, I felt it." And then up on behind each thigh. I
Yeah.
said, "Sure, I feel that." Then she put her hands on my knees and pushed down and said, "Pick your knee up." And I picked my knee up, both knees. You know, I've got plenty of, but I don't have pain in my legs. See,
Yeah.
my pain runs side to side in my back, not up and down.
Mm.
And so then she had me stand up, and she did something and did something, and then she put her hand on my right shoulder. She was standing behind me. She
Yeah.
put her hand on my right shoulder out here and took her left hand, put on my hip, and pushed on my hip. And hell, I thought I was going to faint.
Wow.
I said, "Whoa." And then, I mean, she didn't put enough pressure on my hip to hardly know her hand was even on my hip.
Yeah.
And it set that thing, I mean, that pain ran across my back. And I go up here to physical therapist, and that guy gets to pulling and shoving on me.
Yeah.
Hell no. I ain't taking that chance.
I,
Yeah,
I
I ain't
don't
taking
know. I don't know if he wants it told or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell it. Daryl's in the emergency room.
Who is?
Daryl, Trophy Seekers. He's had COVID.
Oh, he's sick. That
He
bad.
went. He wasn't able to take the medicine, and his knee locked up on him. He wasn't able to walk, and they had to take him to the emergency room. They was taking X-rays of it.
Oh, Lord. Right now he's there?
Unless he's left since I've been on here with you.
Oh, man, I hope everything's all right.
And he couldn't. They couldn't stop the pain either.
Mm-hmm. From on his knee.
Yeah.
What's the COVID medicine got to do with his knee?
Well, he couldn't. He's been rough on him because he couldn't take any medicine like that to make him get better. I just hope he ain't got a blood clot because COVID
Oh,
makes a
they
lot of blood
better,
clots.
yeah, they better watch it.
I don't know what it is. They took an X-ray but never got back with them yet.
Mm, mm. My my aunt, no, never mind. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that MRI showed where the problem is. It's in the side of my spinal cord, and it's a triangle inside your spinal cord where your spinal cord runs and nerves and all run up and down inside your backbone. And down there at where the pain is, it's closed off about, it's over halfway. And that's where the pressure is on the nerves. It's causing the problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, I ain't taking no chance on no. Common sense tells me no, because that guy moved me the wrong way. Hell, I'll be in the bed for a week.
I better jump off and try to get some sleep. I hope I can work tomorrow.
Work?
Yeah.
Where?
They didn't lay me off. They brought me in that morning and said they had got rid of some managers and they need someone to do their job, they'd keep me on, but I had to do their work.
What?
Yeah.
So they laid the managers off.
Yeah, they laid the production engineer off and his wife was supervisor. Well, they actually fired him and laid his wife off.
That's
And
that. that
I have to, it would be hard for me to make my house payment on unemployment. So I told them I would stay on till my house sold. And if I wanted to lay off, could I get one later? And they said, as long as they didn't have a contract, I could.
well, they got a contract now.
No, they're still trying to get some.
Well. So what are they doing? They're not making anything.
We're finishing up contracts. We're running out of,
Finishing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
And we've been doing some commercial work too. The
Oh,
Mustang life jackets, they made some of those, stuff like that.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. Dr. Millen Conway. I imagine they go to him, David. I imagine some of them kids, one of them kids, probably been to him. They've been to a physical therapist. I know a couple of them. Oh, he's not a physical therapist, though. He's a doctor. Yeah. I don't know. That's a long way, Dave. I got confidence in these folks down here, but they know what's wrong. I didn't want them to operate on it, but if we don't have to, and they don't want to operate on it either, unless they have to. So we on the same page. I just that doctor told me. She said, "Well, I'm gonna fill this out. You use it if you want to. If you don't want to, that's all right. That's all right too." But Kay was my wife was she was satisfied with all of
Hmm.
it. That's the main thing. As long as she's happy, mama's happy, everybody's happy, you know.
Hmm. I'm gonna try and go, Chucky, unless I get any sicker. If I don't get any better, I don't know if I can go. Ain't nobody want me coughing and sneezing on them down there.
Oh well, you don't have to Thursday. What? When would you go? Friday? Saturday, Friday?
I would have left tomorrow, went, but I don't know if I might go Thursday night or I might just get up and go Friday morning and drive down.
You going by yourself?
Yeah.
Well, you got to get well before you go get out in that crowd.
Yep.
I tell you, that dang COVID, talking about Daryl and the COVID, them pills they give you the worst. That's the sickest I've been in a long time, taking
Yeah.
this dang COVID pill. Man, all that, and that's when I started that fermenting right in the middle of all that. And I
His
feel,
whole family got it. Even his 1-year-old grandson had it.
yeah, I mean, everybody's going to get it.
Yeah.
Hell, it ain't, it's a souped up cold, you know, everybody's going to get it.
Yeah.
And I'm just thankful I'm as healthy as I am because a lot of folks my age get it, they don't make it.
Hmm.
If they got all them other underlying issues, you know, all my stuff is bone related.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm healthy. My cholesterol's good, my heart's good. It's just all my bones is just so hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And I got an ankle that's bone on bone. But I've been living with it for so many years. I know if they looked at it, they'd be saying, "Oh, we need to give you a new ankle." But that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. They inject rooster something in you, don't they?
Yeah, rooster cone.
Yeah.
That red on the rooster.
Yep.
Yeah, they can do that.
You know, when I when I kill my chickens, I shoot them.
You shoot them.
Yeah, I don't wring their neck. I shoot them, and I always shot 'em with a 9 millimeter. And then I had this 38 revolver.
Yeah.
I couldn't hit squat with that revolver, and I was trying to kill this rooster, and I shot at it, and I was close too. It finally just laid down and acted like it was dead, and I had to shot a hole through its cone.
Oh God. You shot him.
It just laid down on the ground like I'd shot it, hoping I'd leave it alone.
He's playing possum. He's hoping you quit shooting.
Yeah,
Well, you try to shoot him in the head, don't
yeah, I shoot him in the head, but I couldn't hit it with that new pistol with a 9 millimeter. You know, it's just one shot and he's out, but
you? Yeah.
not with that revolver.
They I can remember my grandmother, boy, she'd take chicken in each hand
Yeah,
and then throw them. Ooh, to me that was the most pitiful thing is watch them chickens bodies run around with that old bloody head, that
flopping around. Yeah,
neck sticking out with that blood. You throw them heads over there on the ground. Lord, I felt so bad about them chickens.
yeah,
But we had a black man, his wife, that my grandmother and granddaddy raised them from the time they was together, married, until they worked for our family for over 50 years. Nig and Snooks. Snooks was a man and Nig was a woman. And my grandmother and Nig would get out there and they killed 20 chickens so fast
yeah.
that the first two they threw out there still be flopping. They catch them and tie their feet together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and bring them all out there and just have them laying on the ground
Mm-hmm.
with their legs tied together.
Yeah.
And they just go down through there getting two at a time. Boom.
Wow.
Man, and chickens be laying there flopping, kicking, and no red head, neck sticking out the top of it. Man,
They got a machine that does it now. It plucks it and everything.
yeah. Yeah, chicken killing, man.
Yeah.
But we didn't have freezers or nothing growing up,
Mm-hmm.
In those days. Had ice boxes.
Oh, yeah.
The kind that you sell as antiques now,
Yeah.
Hey, it's the Magic Slim yesterday. Yeah, he's all right. I've listened to a little of his music. But uptown, and you never heard of such, but they rented food lockers up there. Freezer lockers. We call them food lockers.
Yeah.
And they rented them to people, mostly the country folks, because country folks, hell, you just barely had enough electricity to run a light bulb,
Yeah.
And I don't know what it cost. I have no idea what they cost, but it was I don't know how to explain it. Had a big old tower out there beside the building that water ran through all the time. I forget, a condenser.
Mm-hmm.
Like a condenser on your air conditioner or whatever. Just a big old tower. So it was, for freezing.
Mm-hmm.
And it froze inside, and you had a door there that you put your stuff in. and had a lock on it. You had a key, and it was so big, and you just stuff your food in there and lock it, and it freeze it. Well, they kill all them chickens
Yeah.
and carry them, and pluck them and gut them, and sometimes they cut them up and put them in, wrap them up in some kind of paper, and you carry them up there to carry them to town and put them in the meat locker, freeze them, and that way you had, go up there and get chickens on Saturday. You always went by the food locker and got some food for next week.
Yeah.
And those things were holding up big enough to hold a 200-pound hog.
Wow.
You butchered up.
Yeah.
So this wasn't no little bitty small. This is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you could reach to the back end of it. But you never heard of such. I bet you never heard of such.
No.
That's what we had for, that's what we had.
Times have changed.
Oh man. Of course, we didn't have electric coffee pots.
Nope.
We didn't have an electric stove. We didn't have
reminds me. That reminds me, I've got a one of them wood cook stoves I need to sell. I got in the building down there.
Yeah, if it's in good shape, somebody buy it.
It's in excellent shape.
Yeah, we had a butane stove and a wood stove, and my grandmother cooked on the wood stove.
Yeah.
They might boil some peas or something on the gas, but made coffee on the wood stove. Out of the old percolator, you set it on there and watch it boil.
Yeah.
Make 2 pots of coffee a day. And they drank coffee all day long.
Yeah.
There wasn't no electric heaters or nothing like that. I mean, what? Just lights and radio, and wasn't no freezer.
No.
And them old ice boxes that keep 100 pounds of ice for, golly, a week easy. Easy a week. The ice went in the bottom, and then you had the top up there where you kept your milk and this and that and the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was times a whole lot different now.
Mm-hmm. David's talking about a longer gun barrel. I had a 45, but I couldn't hit nothing with it either, because when I would shoot it, my hand would flinch up. I wasn't strong enough in the hand to hold it still.
Hey, 50 Cent. When you shoot a chicken, don't the rest of them run off?
Yeah. I was mostly killing roosters most of the time. People would give me their roosters because they didn't want them, and I said, well, I'm going to eat them. If you give them to me, and they said they didn't care, they just wanted rid of them. They would get a bunch, like in March right now. Then they'd grow up and they would straight run, so they got mostly roosters instead of hens, and they wouldn't kill them, but they got tired of hearing them and feeding them. So people would give me their roosters all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roosters are obnoxious now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can make some noise right there, and people think, well, they do crow early in the morning, but them damn things crow all day long, really.
My neighbors got roosters, so they crow all night long. I don't keep roosters anymore. The last one I had got loose and it wouldn't roost, but it would get underneath my window and crow. I got it in the middle of the night and shot it one night.
Yeah.
I didn't even clean it. I just left it laying.
Oh, gosh. I don't miss no chickens, man. I tell you, I eat some chicken, but I don't miss them. Run in the yard and all over the place. They're worse. Charles CP done got in the chicken business.
Yeah, I don't have any. I got rid of all my chickens.
Well, he's in the plan of selling eggs, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that's going to turn out. So somebody told me the eggs, the price is going back down.
I don't eat much eggs.
I don't either because I don't get up early enough anymore. But I never have eaten breakfast. That ain't never been I never have eaten breakfast.
If I'll eat like 2 eggs and 2 pieces of toast, but it ain't something I just look forward to eating.
Mm-mm. I'm not hungry in the mornings. Generally speaking, in the morning, I want something spicy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
just soon as have a sandwich for breakfast.
well, that's food, you know.
Yeah.
One cup of coffee, and then I don't know. I never have done a breakfast either.
Yeah. I like it for dinner. Well, I think I'm gonna jump off and hit the
Yeah,
shower one more
I
time.
think I'm fixing to have to go to bed myself. I don't got sleep.
Yeah.
I took my pills in about 9 o'clock.
I ain't even took mine yet.
Yeah, well, mine knocked my. I take it with my feet. My feet hot one minute and cold the next, and I take it. What is it? Gabapentin or something?
Gabapentin. I take restless leg medicine.
Well, I took. I'm supposed to take 4 a day, but I don't take any during the day. I take 3 at night,
Yeah. So you sleep really good.
and they make me woozy. Good gracious! All right, well, let's go to bed.
All right. See you, Steve. Bye, everybody.
Okay, thank you for coming up.
All right.
David, 50 Cent, all you other guys and gals, I appreciate y'all stopping in. And we going to bed. Y'all have a good one.